Good morning, Ginger here. A little different this morning. I'm in the car and I got up early this morning on a non-work day because it's Saturday, and I've come down here to Rancho Marietta and I'm going to be attending, it's an L program, which is a judging program for people learning to become new dressage judges, and I'm actually auditing. I'm not in the L program, but Janet Foy is here and I've been following her on YouTube for quite a few years. Huge fan. Every time I see one of her videos I always learn something. Tomorrow will be the Ridden portion, and I'm sure there'll be more things that I'll learn tomorrow, so looking forward to it.
got there. Stop. Did I forget something? You have to keep. Oh, I'm sorry. That's all right. What was the one thing, if we had to tell her one thing that would make her score higher, improve everything, what would it be? If you've got him flexed to the right the entire time. So your turn on the haunches to the left is bent the wrong way. So even though the legs are working for an 8, you get a 6. Okay? Your counter canter to the left is bent to the right. Okay. Not correctly positioned to the left. Okay. You get a 6. Okay. And then all of that goes down to submission scoring goes down to your riding skills. Yep. Even in your shoulder and left, he avoided the entire deception. When you brought the shoulders in, he pushed the down. Okay. So again, you lost points there because the haunches fell out. The best left bend you had was your haunches in. But neither of your haunches in has 4 tracks. Okay, so you need to work on that. The bend is fine on both of them. He's going forward, so he should be able to give you a little bit more angle. Okay, all right. But, I mean, for me, I'm like, come on, honey, because you're a good rider. So you've got to pay attention to that. Okay? So for me, that was where I took the submission down and I took her rider effectiveness down. And that was my comment is, you know, he never bends left. All right? So, yes, all those little bits. Of course, she went off course here. The first simple change, I gave her an 8. I was like, oh, that was good. And this one didn't work because she was nervous about going off course and didn't have time to organize it. Make sense? Yeah. But this group over here should have seen that travers was not for track.
Yeah, there was
and over here should have seen this one, right? So everything else she did have bend, she had some good things. So you're not going to kill it, you're going to stick it like a 6.5, but below a 7. Make sense? Yeah. But you have to think of the turns on the haunches. Could you do those turns on the haunches again? And could you start, when you start preparing, think about getting some bend before you turn. Okay. And he may not do it in 1 second, so this is a work in progress. But let's give her a shot at it, okay?
Okay, good.
I'll do it for you. I'll take one from the
Thank you. Thank you for this. Yes.
Bend the neck left, your left right. Bend and give. Don't pull back, just turn. Use it as a turn. Turn and give, turn. Like you're going to turn on a circle. Yeah, so when you turn left, what do? Take your left hand straight out. You have to turn the neck and the shoulders. Your inside reins are turning it. Make sense? So don't pull back on it. He's just going to shorten his neck. Feel like you turn the shoulders and the neck left. And then push the rib cage right. Right. Make sure you don't have too much contact on the right rein. Okay. So this way's easier to feel it? Yeah. Now do a little comes down the long side for a minute and haunches in left. So just go down the quarter line here, haunches in left. And walk. Inside reins will turn signal. It's going to bend and give, and now he keep thinking haunches in, but turn. Haunches in, but make him turn. Haunches in, but turn. And right back into haunches in. Right back into haunches in. And now turn again. Riding your haunches in. Turning again. Yeah, good. And right back into haunches in. There you go. So, this has nothing to do with judging, but does that make sense? But I took something she did well and turned it into a way for her to improve some of the other movements. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes,
So
it does.
you do haunches in lap 12, so you have an app, so to speak.
Okay.
We used to have tools in our toolbox, but now all the young people have that. So you have an app.
Okay.
Okay, turn on the haunches is your app.
Got it.
Okay, so you need to think about everything that comes from the bend. You would, for him, I would do haunches in first and then shoulder in, because there you trap him a little more with your elbow.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I know his neck is tricky.
Yeah,
You know, it's tricky. But I tell you, in your warm up, if you do stretching, the best way to get the pole to flex and let go is with the neck down here. Because there it's easier. And then we want to try to kind of get rid of this little tilt. You see this ear higher?
Yes.
So we kind of do this a little bit. It's even. That's it. Just don't put your chin over that.
Okay.
And stretch a little bit and then let go.
Okay.
And he'll do that. Because the part that's the problem is this.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense?
It does make sense.
So if in your warm-up, actually I would do this in the stable before you even ride it. Just do a little pole flexing exercise. They do this at the Spanish riding school. You think of Lippizaner necks, not so easy. And then don't hold it for too long because then he's like, oh,
Yeah.
right? Now when I go over here, he's like, oh, I love this. I like to be right side short, left side long. Okay, you see how easy it is to get that side follow?
Yeah.
So eventually you want to be able to roll those muscles back and forth across his neck.
Okay.
See how they're starting to roll?
Yeah.
That?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's blocked to the middle of the neck. Oh, sorry. We've done our end remarks. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay. What are we going to do for dates, everybody?
7.
7. I don't think a 7.5. Not enough power and difference in the mediums to go up. I did like his walk, but I think 7's perfect score. Engagement. Impulsion. What are we going to do?
6.5.
6.5.
And I circled engagement.
Yeah, 6.5. My comment was mediums could have a bit more power. Okay. Mediums are a little bit flat, a little bit quick, a little bit hurt. All right. Submission.
6.5.
Submission.
6.
No, for me a 6. I can't give a 6.5 with no left bend. Okay, and that would be my comment. And also because the Travers, neither one has 4 tracks. I think that's another reason to stay at a 6. Make sense? Okay. She's a good rider. I gave her a 7. No problem there. And then a 6.5 on effective age because of the bend.
Okay.
All right?
I've gotten that comment on half thing, so now I know.
Yeah, the half passes are actually a little bit easier for him because you're turning the shoulders with the neck and actually going in the direction. But you have to use that inside rein more like a turn. The job of that rein is like a turn signal, and it literally turns the shoulders around your inside leg. And then your inside leg has to push the dining car out, and the outside leg has to catch the caboose. All right, when you do this, he just does this.
Yeah.
I'm throwing myself.
Okay, he says, yeah, I got to be a strong guy. But you can change that muscling and get that suppleness. If every day before you ride and do what I just did on the ground,
All right.
and then in your warm-up, do a lot of stretching circles to the left, and overbend that pole, and you see that give a little bit, and the ears go up. And that inside ear is higher, that's trouble.
Okay, thank you.
Trouble.
Wait, we have a
Oh,
question.
wait, I have a question.
I have a
Okay.
question about the one good simple change down there.
Yes.
It was quite a bit early before the center line.
Well, yeah, so I gave it an 8. I took 20% of her marks away.
Because you would have gotten a 10.
It was beautiful. I sort of, I mean, I gave her an 8, and no, it wasn't quite an L, and that was my comment. But if I give her an 8, I'm still taking 20% of her score away. If we look at it that way.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay?